Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily Oracle reading for February the 3rd, 2023. It's a Friday. The cards have been shuffled and divined, and the messages for today are as follows. The first card was from the Wisdom of the House of the Night deck, and it is Chaos. Chaos. Now, there's a tornado brewing. Things being thrown all around, which I think is so appropriate. And right now, as things are beginning to settle, but yet they're still being thrown around, we have to figure out just how we're going to move now that things have shifted. After the horror of the pandemic and us recognizing just how uncontrolled life can be, as things settle, we have to try to put back in place some semblance of what makes sense to us. What are we willing to let go of? What comes out of the night that we can embrace? And how do we re-foundation some of those beliefs that we once held close that no longer have a place in our lives? That's the chaos. Until we find ourselves in the center of the storm where we can see clearly what's being thrown around, it's not until then that we can realize what would be appropriate to grab a hold on, what has value now in your life and in my life, and what's okay to let go with the wind. The second card that supports and or refutes how we move in the chaos is from the Work the Light deck, and it is Rebirthing a New Age. Well, once again, if we have thrown everything, or Spirit has thrown everything left and right, so that we were shaken up and start to look at what really is important, this beginning a new age says, how do we work our light in the presence of, say, being on a road in the fog and you're going, and I can remember clearly doing this, hold on, being on a road and going full speed ahead in my BMW years ago on a little country road in Germany. And if you've been there, then you know what I'm talking about, because there are little towns everywhere, and there may be a light in the middle of the town by the post office, by the courthouse, but throughout the road that gets you there, there is no light. That's where fog lights come in, because there's a lot of fog, there's a lot of vegetation, and you have to believe, I had to believe while I'm flying down the road, that once I don't see the road anymore, that it will pick up again, and all I have to do is stand in my place, yet still moving. So that's how I see our vision for moving in a new beginning, in a new paradigm, where we are embracing that the place where it's okay to be insecure, where it's okay to not know. You say you got a God. You say he, she, it, they got you. Believe it. How do you believe it? You walk in the knowing that it is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So stop fussing about what ain't, what should be, because if it should be, it would be. The final card in this reading is from the Power of Love deck, and it is Cause and Effect. And it says, you are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is the agent of change and the foundation of your results. So be careful what you're putting out there, because in your ignorance of, and my ignorance of, not paying attention to how important it is to be in control of my thoughts, I may put some stuff out there I really don't want. And if we are rebuilding or structuring our foundation and what it looks like and holding those things that are good and very good, then perhaps it would be good to pay attention to what thoughts reverberate most with us in a day. And if they're not what you want to see, as we do in Reiki and Tantra energy, move it swiftly, confidently away from you. This is Friday the 3rd. Namaste. Want to big shout out to Kimberly Edwards. Happy birthday, cuz. Big shout out to Nalaja Brown. Happy birthday, sis. Continue to be well. Everybody else, namaste, and thank you for your time and listening. Be well.